Supply Beauty.
And we're going to do the twin tag.
Yep, that everyone's been waiting for.
I know, and we're two different people.
Yes, two.
We actually have a video where she makes a guest appearance in my Mac Barbie 07 Summer Besties tag. But I guess obviously people haven't seen that yet because some people think we're the same people.
Or maybe you guys just want more of an official view of us.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our questions right here. They're very simple. The first one is, what kind of twins are we?
Identical or fraternal?
Identical or fraternal?
We're fraternal. And fraternal basically means that biologically we're born at the same time, so that's why we're called twins, but we're like regular siblings like anyone else.
Right.
But if we were identical, we would have been born in the same sack altogether, so that way we would have the same traits and everything.
And a lot of people think we're identical because we look so much alike. I mean, you can kind of almost tell the difference between us now that we're kind of standing face to face, but and most times in real life people think we're identical, so the doctor used to call us fraternal lookalikes. So I mean, sometimes we look alike, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, who was born first?
I was born first by a minute, but we actually have a funny story with that because I was supposed to be born first.
Yeah.
And what happened when I was coming down the tube to leave and exit my womb, my sister comes in.
My mother's womb. Not your womb.
I said the womb.
Oh, you said my womb.
I said the womb.
We'll see it on playback.
That while I was coming down the womb, my mother's womb, and I was coming down for the exit, and all of a sudden, boom, I came. Tiffany turned me around and I went back inside.
And then I was coming out.
But she was breached, so she was coming backwards like this.
Right. Then mom ended up having to have a
C-section.
Cesarean section. So
the medical term.
We ended up having to get a cesarean section.
She came out first.
And I was born. And then a minute later, she came.
Yeah, and the funny thing is she was actually dead when she was born because she didn't have a heartbeat. So the doctor had to spank her, or she wasn't crying, and the doctor had to spank her because my mom was like, I don't hear the other one. And he spanked her, and she started crying. And then I woke up, and then she came out, like really loud.
I was so mad, you guys. It was just so cold out here, and I was just like, what? What happened to my warm... And the funny thing is, when my mom says, like, when we were in her womb, she always stayed in one little spot, and I always moved around. So
yeah.
I guess when I was born, I came out all tired.
Right.
So. Okay, how is the relationship that we observe with non-twin siblings different from our relationship?
Basically, how we observe other siblings, how does our relationship compare to a brother and a sister born at different ages and everything? And really, we don't know what it's like to not be a twin. So this is all we know how to do is be together. And we did separate for a college for 1 year, and it turned out to be really, really bad. So she ended up transferring to my school so that we can be together for the longest of times.
Yeah.
And we like have an experience of intimacy beyond regular levels of intimacy with the siblings. So, you know, we're really close. Like, we share things that we don't really have to share. Like, it's like a mutual understanding. She doesn't have to tell me certain things for me to really, you know, understand her.
Right. And we do think a lot alike. And we sometimes in certain situations will know what the other feels or what the other needs to say in order to get the other one to feel better or something like that. So yeah. We really don't know what it feels like to be. People always ask us, what does it feel like to be a twin? But we're just like, we're just twins.
Yeah, we're just twins.
Okay, do we dress alike?
No.
When we were little, we used to. My mom used to dress us alike.
We had our own style.
But we have our own style now.
So.
Now we have our own style. So, are our personalities different or the same? I think they're the same sometimes. It's like we're more like complementary personalities. So sometimes, you know, I might be the sad one for the day, and Tiff might be the perky one for the day. So it depends. I mean, when we're together, we're totally like crazy and obnoxious.
Same.
Sort of just, the same. Mm-hmm. Do twins run in our family? And they actually do. There's 4 pairs in our family. The first pair was our cousin Daryl, but his twin actually died when he was a baby. And then there's 2 other sets, and then us. People always like ask my mom if she did it with what's it called?
In vitro fertilization?
Yeah, they always ask her, is it in vitro fertilization that you got twins? Because celebrities are doing that now, where they're like, oh, I would have twins, put that thing in me or whatever. But we're actually natural born twins because we have a natural born pattern in our family.
Right.
And we were born in 91 when in vitro wasn't really that popular.
Exactly.
So we're real.
We're natural twins.
These other twins are made from science.
Yeah, we're clones.
We're clones. Okay. A pet peeve question. What is it like being a twin? And if I pinch Wait, huh?
These are 2 pet peeve questions that they ask twins all the time.
Okay, 2 pet peeve questions. What is it like to be a twin? If I pinch you, would it hurt? And why do you hate those? Why do we hate
they
those?
are a pet peeve question. Right. The first pet peeve question is, what is it like being a twin? And it's really hard. That's a pet peeve question because we don't really know what it's like to not be a twin. So it's just like, I don't really know what to tell you.
I mean, if one of us were like, God hopes this never happens, but if one of us were to die, then it would probably be easier to explain what was it like to be a twin. Right. Then it'd be a better understanding, but that's not going to happen because we're going to die together.
Yeah. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
And then if I pinch you, would it hurt? That's also a pet peeve because, I mean, I'm pinching her now, but I don't feel it. That's stupid. I think that's a stupid question.
If I pinch you, does it hurt? No.
Like there are times when I can feel that her spirit is down, or times she can feel when my spirit is down. Like we know in that sense we know what each other is going through or feeling at the moment.
Or like if one of us are hurt, like physically, sometimes we'll kind of have a sense that we need to go to their rescue.
Right, exactly. But it's not so much if I pinch her, I feel it. It's nothing like that.
Do you enjoy the same class subjects?
I don't know, because
we're in the same class together. That was a bird.
Oh no, when we're in the same class together, we have a ball. Like we can, if a teacher says something really funny or gets mad, we'll both end up laughing. And it's even worse for us to stop if the other one's in the room with us. So
yeah, because once we get to laughing, it's the 2 of us together. Oh my God, it's like a never ending.
Yeah.
But as far as like majors are concerned, I'm definitely more
humanities
studies, sociology studies. I'm a communications major, where she is
pre-med economics and Spanish, but pre-med is more so my focus than anything.
Right. So our majors can be different, but we do enjoy mostly everything together.
Yeah.
How long can you be apart?
The longest we've gone was a whole year.
A whole year in school, and that didn't work.
That didn't work. So I couldn't imagine going back to school for another year without her or my mom. So yeah, I don't think we could be along that much.
No. No, so that's why I'm transferring to her school, because I guess the distance between us was just not working.
Yeah.
So yeah. And the next question is, who started to do makeup first? I was actually the first one, because it was weird how I started wearing makeup, because I had a friend who was going to make a YouTube channel for singing, and I managed her YouTube channel. But while I was managing her YouTube channel, I looked at her subscriptions, and Fraternal X3 popped up. So then I looked at it, and then all of a sudden I became a part of this world of beauty community. So then I decided to go ahead and try it. I got my first, I got the Sigma brush set when it first came out, and now it's been a while, but that's how long I've been doing makeup since then. So I started first, and then after a while, she kind of like came in, because I
started too.
Yeah, because I don't know, because sometimes I would go in stores and go straight to the beauty aisle, just because I was like not addicted to makeup, but I like to see what was new and whatnot, even if I wasn't buying anything. And my mom would always be like, you know,
we know where
like,
Tiffany
why are you
is.
taking so long?
And then one day, I don't know, I guess you had...
No, it was the summer before we went to college, and I had like you guys haven't seen this video, but it was a long time ago, and I had what's in my makeup bag, and my makeup was terrible. I mean, I had overdone my blush, my eyeshadow wasn't blending, and everything was wrong. But I think what really got me into it is because I really liked how it transformed my sister's face. Like, it just looked so cute, and I'm just like, I wanted to learn how to do that too. And so the summer of my college year, my first year in college, I started doing makeup too. So now we're like, you know, both makeup girls.
Yep. And that's the fun part, because now we get to share a lot about
it. So now when we go into CVS, I don't mind going to the beauty aisle with her.
Okay, the next question is...
Oh no, the next question is, do you...
The next sport.
The next question is, do you play sports together?
We did in our
What's the next sport?
Okay. So the next question is, do we play any sports?
So... Next question.
Sorry. So the next question is, do we play any sports together?
Yes, we do.
In high school, we did volleyball our freshman year. Actually, we played all 4 years together.
And we both actually captained the team in our senior year.
And she was the setter, and I was the outside hitter.
And a passer.
And a passer. Well, when I was in back row, I was a passer, and then in front row, I was outside hitter.
I was a bomb setter.
She was a great setter. Yeah, then we kind of drifted off and did our own things after volleyball season. Next question is, who is the tallest?
I am.
By half an inch.
By half an inch.
Because how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Yeah, and I'm 5'4" and a half. So she's
so
like an inch and a half, like taller than me.
Yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah.
Whatever. His next question is, do you guys ever fight? We do. Well, I mean, it's like every sibling fights, every twin fights, but no,
that wasn't funny.
That's all, folks.
That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny.
The thing is with us, it's like between us and regular siblings, that regular siblings, they fight, and then I guess some people may not make up right away. We make up 5 seconds later and we start laughing. So our fights are always
we'll like
laugh in the midst of the fight.
The fight, right.
Yeah. It'd be like going on, they were like starting to laugh. Alright, the next question is, what are the kinks about being a twin? One is that if you have, like, me and my sister have different reactions with different people, and so if my sister ever got into an altercation with or a fight with one of my friend will end up being mad at me too. So it's like you're like almost a package deal. So it's like if she's mad at me, she's mad at me too. So we kind of take everything, all the pain together. It sometimes gets on my nerves. It's like, why are you mad at me if you're mad at my sister? I mean, that's between you and my sister. Why do I have to have anything to do with that? Another thing that gets me is when people say which one's the bad one
and which one's the dumb one and which one's the smart one.
For us, there's no such thing as any kind of differences as far as that. Like she's badder than, not badder. Is badder a word?
No.
Well, she's like the bad one and I'm the good one, or I'm the dumb one and she's the smart one. There's we don't ever have those kind of.
We're both smart. We're both good. We're both pretty.
We're both raised by the right person, so we are raised. We are
the result. We can't get our sentences out.
And the last question is, how many kisses do you guys give each other every day?
Probably over 100.
We can't even count.
Yeah,
we show each other love all the time, every day. I mean, it's just impossible. I mean, we love each other so much. To the point, it's like, I can't go a whole day without kissing my sister. I mean, probably done it sometimes, just not in my head.
Yeah.
But
it was like in college, every day that passed by, we never not talked.
Right.
Either if it was Skyping,
Yahoo Messenger, Facebook,
texting, calling.
We always,
every day since we were ever in college.
Right.
So.
There wasn't a day gone by that we did not talk to each other.
I remember I came down for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, she came to my school for Thanksgiving. It was such a hard time for us to let each other go.
Like, when we first saw each other, it was like tears.
Oh, I know, because I hadn't seen her for August, September, October. For 3 months straight, I did not see my sister, like in person, human, in front of me. So, the thing is, I went down to, I had to take the bus. I had to get up like 4 o'clock in the morning to get the bus to meet her before she got. But she actually got there before I did.
It was cold.
I know, and it was cold because where I go to school, it's really cold. And so when I So when I got there, I saw her and we just broke into tears and were so happy to see each other.
Then, of course, when it was time to leave, that was probably hard. It makes me want to cry.
I started crying on the bus, and then
there you go.
Yeah. Anyways, more of the story is. So who should we tag?
The only people I know that's twin is Andrea's choice. I know she's
okay, so we can tag her.
And
tag you and your twin.
And we'll find some other twins to tag.
But yeah, we tag Andrea's choice
and her sister.
Yeah.
To do this tag. And we'll put the questions in the description box
too. If you guys have a twin or you know someone's a twin, to do a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so cute. Okay, we're done.
We're done. Bye.
Yeah.